Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to Halology. Today I'm taking you guys to Royal Floria Putrajaya, which is located just inside Putrajaya, and this festival is held in 29 October until 4th September, but today is already 9 September, so I don't know, perhaps they extended the exhibition of this royal flowers. So let's go and check it out what's available inside. By the way, we just celebrated our National Day, our Independence Day on 31st August, which is around like close to 2 weeks ago. And here, upon the entrance of Floria Putrajaya, you can see a very long flags of Malaysia. And we are greeted with marigolds and periwinkle during the entrance. Upon entrance on the right side of the Floria, so we can see there's a wall of orchids with bromeliads and ferns. I'm gonna go and continue to explore this area because by right they have a pavilion for each of the state in Malaysia. I'm just gonna go and explore it. And here you can see there are a lot of marigold, yellow and orange marigold, and at my back here is Rangoon creeper, or in Malay we call it Akadani. And their smell is so fragrant. And my back here is Alam Desa Terengganu, or I think in English we call it the village side or countryside of Terengganu, where they showcase the village area in Terengganu, where you can see the hut and some kind of small bridge made of coconut trunk, I think. If I was not mistaken, no, I was wrong, something else. So let's go and check this out. I believe they imagine this as paddy field, but this is not paddy. I don't know what kind of grass is this. This looks like palm tree trunk, but definitely not coconut. So I believe the exhibition ended last weekend, and I can see people are actually unpacking, assembling the location. So I totally missed out to come during the exhibition time because I was busy doing a video for a meeting for our Prime Minister. So only this week I got a free time to explore Floria Putrajaya. Inside here we can see a lot of flowers like chrysanthemum, orchids, and some of the flowers here are very sensitive to hot weather, like the bromeliads. You can see that some of the leaves already withered because of the hot weather, because right now in September in Malaysia, I think in the northern region of the world, you guys are in summer, but in Malaysia we are at equator line, so it's really hot here in Malaysia. And some of these flowers, they are actually delicate, and too much exposure to the sun will burn the leaf. But here I'm lucky that today the settings are still very lovely and beautiful. And at my back over there is, I think, another pavilion. If I'm not mistaken, this is Chinese frangipani. The flower is in pink color and it has a very long petal like paper. So I think this is the only time where you can see Malaysia is fully decorated with flowers. And aside from Maha, which happen I think once every 2 years, and this one I think is an annual event. But the last one that I went, I think was back in 2018 or 2019. That was before the COVID, so I believe this is the first floral exhibition after the pandemic. By the way, last time I have a friend who is a landscape architect, and he was from DBKL. It's like City Council for Kuala Lumpur. And he said that every city council has to make their own exhibition inside here in Floria Putrajaya. But I'm yet to see which one is from DBKL. But let me just continue to walk and explore, and because the decoration, the landscape here is so beautiful and it's totally like a candy to the eye. Okay, so this area at my back here is inspired from the Royal Gardens of Malaysia. For every state, they have their own castle, and this garden is inspired based on the Royal Castle. here you guys can see an arch of deer, and I think this is stork or crane and even elephant. So now I found the DBKL area, the Kuala Lumpur City Council Landscape Department. And I guess the concept here for DBKL is for bugs and insects. They have ladybird, ants, and even butterflies. So I guess that's their concept, the bugs and the flower. There's hydrangeas, bromeliad, orchids. By the way guys, how do I know the people from the landscape department in DBKL? Is because last time I have an event, a CSR event with my company, and I have to be in charge to organize for tree planting at one of the DBKL's park, and that's how I met them. So this is sarang burung tumpua. This is one of the bird's nests. It is always interesting to see how do they layer different kind of plants to make a beautiful landscape. By right, I should come here and learn how to do this kind of landscape, because sometimes I have to do the wedding days, the outdoor one. So, wow, they have like a waterfall. There's waterfall flowing down from the sky. So guys, let me go inside the waterfall. I hope my camera doesn't get wet. Wow. Well, basically I have this heliconia at home, but it hasn't bloomed yet. At the moment, we can see the stripes on the leaf, but interestingly, this is the flower. The color is a little bit different than the normal heliconia. Usually it's orange and yellow, but this one is red. So this is the garden shop. If you want to buy any flowers, you can also find it here. Limau. I'm not sure what is it. Citrus family, but I don't know if it's lime or anything else. So whenever you are here in Anjong Floria in Putrajaya, you can take a chance to visit the nursery inside here if you want to buy any plants. These are mini bromeliad. Some of them has like snake patterns, and they are sold at 22 ringgit, guys. So I think if my mom were to sell all of her bromeliad, she'll be a millionaire, because hers is like 10 times bigger than this. We have this. I just reported ours last time, and I think like after 1 or 2 weeks they grow. But this plant, they are very fragile. They are easily broken, but once they are broken also, they can regrow quite easily. At my back here is another common landscape plant. I don't know what do they call that. If you guys know, please leave it in comment. But we have this at our wedding garden hall, but ours is very small. And interestingly, they do have flowers. I don't know if it's flowers or new leaf bud, but they are usually like very small white color. But ours, the one that we planted at our wedding garden hall, they are very sensitive to the heat of sun. So because we put it out here, and sometimes the leaf dry out. So interestingly here, this one, the height reaches I think up to perhaps 5 to 6 meters, but ours is just like around this height for 1 or 2 years. It stays stagnant like that. So I don't really know how do they grow this one into a very big one. So if any one of you know how to take care of this plant, you guys can leave your comment in the comment section, okay? So you guys can see here the decoration, the arrangement of the flower are so spectacular. And the entrance here today is free. So I thought I have to rake out some money to enter this, but alhamdulillah, it's free. So everyone can come here and enjoy the flower inside Floria Putrajaya. By right, if you are coming here, you need to wear sunglasses because the sun is just right up. It's afternoon, so it's difficult to take photos. But I forgot about the sunglasses today. So apparently they have glow-in-the-dark garden here, but because right now it's during daytime, so we won't be able to see it. But if we came during nighttime, perhaps we can see this tree branch glowing in the dark. It's raining, guys, so I have to make a move. And there are plenty more actually gardens here, but I don't think we can resume exploring this site because it's raining, so I have to find some place for shelter, and otherwise my camera will get wet, so I have to cover them up. Keluarga Malaysia in English means the family of Malaysia. It is our Prime Minister's motto to reflect that his government is focused on Malaysia as a family. So this is Dendrobium Alley. They do have cactus yard inside here as well. Opposite to the cactus yard is also the bromeliad yard. So there are plenty of species of bromeliad inside here, but I think I can find everything at my home. Came here last week, we were able to see the orchid competition, the landscape display, as well as the bonsai and Suzuki and terrarium competition. But because the exhibition already ended, so unfortunately we are unable to see that. I'm wrapping up my visit to Royal Floria Putrajaya right now because it's already raining cats and dog here, and so I gotta tell you that it is very beautiful here. It's fantastic and spectacular view of the floral exhibition in Malaysia, and this is something that we anticipated every year to always come and visit Floria Putrajaya, but unfortunately I missed out the golden time of the exhibition, which ended last week. But Alhamdulillah, I still managed to see some of the remnants here, and a lot of major exhibitions like the one at my back here, they are already closed because the exhibition ended last weekend. So I think that's all for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. Haliroji, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. So I'll see you guys in my next episode, inshallah. Assalamualaikum and ma'assalamah.